All right, Aries, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is going to be for the 14th through the 20th of December. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to this type of astrology, do check the description down below. All right, Aries, so this week, a much easier week than it has been past couple of weeks with your ruler forming that T-square up to Uranus and Pluto has been quite transformative. And although Mars is still within that T-square energy, it certainly lifts and certainly becomes a lot easier than it has been in regards to the transformation of Pluto and perhaps that freedom and revolutionary energy of Uranus. So with that being said, we do have quite the aspects this week, as you can see here, quite a lot going on. On Monday, the Sun squares up to Jupiter, and so this usually comes across as quite optimistic. Your Sun's been in the 8th house, so maybe there's been a lot of focus about the deeper aspects of life over the past 3 or 4 weeks and focusing on what's really meaningful to you. So now you get that healthy dose of maybe interest and passion and optimism about the creative things or self-expressive things, or those maybe interests quite particularly, that have been expanding with Jupiter in that 5th house. So it could be a good day for those 5th house matters and self-expression when you are staying nice and grounded and nice and constructive with it. Now, Mercury does sextile up to Neptune on Monday, so there is that easygoing energy, maybe with the communications, maybe with the health, diet, routine, etc. And this is really from this shift of your mind over the past couple weeks in regards to maybe philosophy, maybe you've been thinking more about your life path, what's important to you in that big picture, what is life truly about, these kinds of questions with Mercury in that 9th, maybe distance learning, meeting people or socializing abroad, whatever it is for you personally, could be quite enjoyable there on the social or communicative aspect of things on Monday. Could also be good for just easygoing. I think the mind just has that dose of easygoingness this early part of the week. Now, when we get to Thursday, we do have Venus sextiling up to Pluto. So here there is change here, maybe with relationships, maybe with the financial, material things. It is an opening for that. Sextiles are just kind of gateways. But probably with relationships, Venus is actually shifting into your 7th house this week, this early part, in fact, and she's in dignity here. And so could be a great week for a shift into connecting with new relationships, existing relationships, and just all in all enjoying those one-on-one connections, whether it's in the business or work environment, whether it's with your personal life or what have you. And especially by this Friday or Wednesday, Thursday time period, could be quite deep in a good way, just profound, just feeling good. Maybe the emotions are flowing in that regard. Now, on Friday and into this weekend, we do have the Sun squaring up to the North Node, so there is this integration now with your self-expression, with your life path, and this is really a big energy too, going into 2016, because your North Node is going to go into that 5th house, and that's where Jupiter's already been. So there's a lot of this 5th house self-expression energy available to be implemented pretty much all week long, even over the weekend. So it does take that extra attention, but I think it's a great time to maybe work on hobbies, work on interests, work on your self-expression, things like that, and you can find that shifting your life path in that new direction. Now on Saturday, Venus trines up to Chiron, so there could be some of that healing in those relationships, but again, very easy, very supportive with the trine. Mercury does go over Pluto, so there is a change to the mind, a new perspective perhaps, or maybe you're just seeing things very deeply, very profoundly, again, maybe associated with that Sun in that 8th house. So it's all about being open to change with the mind, being open to change with your communications, and it might even be a good weekend for just diving deep into things, maybe researching and getting down to the bottom of philosophies and spirituality or anything else on that expansive level. Then the week ends with Mercury squaring up to Uranus. So this energy here, of course, forming that T-square, is that the transformations are happening involving your mind. It has been very much about you the past couple of weeks, but now it's more of the mind and it's much less personal. And so, if you're just open-minded, if you're willing to change, and especially from Sunday, if you're willing to, do new and different things, maybe with the routine, maybe with the health, maybe with the way you communicate, then it can become very constructive. All right, Aries, so I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Take care.